Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Zara's Story Blog. Today I am Dark Vader and I am going to be reading for you Little People Big Dreams. But before I introduce his name to you, I just have to say that just a few more videos I would do, then I will read for you the graphic novel Star Wars. Finally, I'll read it to you after so long. I'm going to be reading for you Little People Big Dreams, David Anthro, written by Maria Isabel Sessions Vegra and illustrated by Miko No. Little David grew up in Leicester, England, with his parents and two brothers. His father was the head of the local university, and they lived on campus, a great place for curious minds. David loved animals and nature. David loved nature and animals, ants, birds, chameleons. He was fascinated by all the species he read about in books, and he wished he could meet them in real life. He often went for long cycling trips to find and collect fossils. There was something amazing about plants and animals that were thousands of years old. One day, David received a parcel from a friend with a new piece for his collection, a dried seahorse. It wasn't his birthday, but it was the day he decided to become a neurologist. David studied geology and zoology and obtained a degree in natural science, but he didn't want to just observe animals, he wanted to meet them too. David started to work as a broadcaster in the television, a new technology at the time. He brought animals from the zoo to the studio. They were very entertaining guests. But David wanted to film the animals in their natural habitats, their homes. He started to go on trips all over the world. Wherever he went, he made new friends. He met turtles on Galapagos Islands and gorillas in the African jungle. When he visited Antarctica, he was introduced to all the members of a penguin family. One of his programs, Wildlife on One, became the most popular in British history. It was a brilliant show about biology that united audience of all generations. Later, David was honored for his incredible documentaries about life on our planet. He also received a knighthood, and today he is called Sir David. Many animals and plants were named after him: a rare butterfly, a snail, a prehistoric lion, a spider, and even a carnivorous plant. Still today, David cares about the natural world. Wherever he goes, he encourages people to do their best to look after it, and believes that humans have the power to preserve it. And little David still looks at the world as if it's huge and unexplored, because there are always new things to discover. If you take the time to look for them. David Attenborough, born 1926. So here's pictures of him. Here's when he's 10 years old, that's him and his son, and here's when he's on his program, and here's just him sitting somewhere. Anyway, let's start reading. David Attenborough was born into an educational family in Leicester, England. His mother was a linguist and his father a professor as a child. Fossil hunting and collecting nature species became became David's passion. This appetite for learning stayed with him, and as a young man, David won a scholarship to study zoology and geology at Cambridge University. His studies were paused when he was called up for the National Service in Royal Navy in 1947. But he later returned to study another degree in archaeology, anthropology, combining a love for the natural world with an understanding of human behavior. David became known for his unique approach to broadcasting at the BBC, speaking in a hushed tone full of excitement. David filmed his programs. In 1957, ZooQuest, he wanted to find ways to contact the audience to the natural world, and the opportunity to do so came about when the color television was introduced to the BBC in 1967. His groundbreaking series, Live on Earth, transported audiences from their living rooms to the wild in totally new way. This was the first of many pioneering shows, including Wildlife on One, The Private Life of Plants, and Blue Planet, all of which changed human understanding about our place in nature. David believed that no one will protect what they don't care about, and no one will care about what they have, and what they have never expired. In his 90s, David continues to make audience all over the world care. And that's the end of the story. Sorry for pronouncing if I pronounce his name wrong, I'm very sorry. It's David Attenborough. And if you enjoyed this story that I just read for you, please like and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.